Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. It's your brother Leafy was here. And recently I've been doing some TikTok lives just debating with some low tier Christians. And one of the Christians that I managed to get in contact with and debate was this guy named Nick, or as he calls himself, Fearless Truth. Now, this guy's a dishonest apologist, and everyone that I spoke to before him referred me to him on the Trinity because he's supposedly more knowledgeable than everyone else. So King Sylv, Queen Sylv, and everyone else who are on the previous panels that I went on basically said, if you want to talk to the Trinity, this is the guy. So I said, all right, no worries, let me speak to him, and inshallah, let's schedule a formal debate on the logical problem of the Trinity. Here's the clip for that.
Habibi, I'm not scared. I have no fear in my heart for anyone except Allah. What I want from you is very simple, and I'm proposing something that's very reasonable and fair, where we both go what we want. You will have the debate about the Athar of Mujahid, and you can even go first. I have no issue. As long as you also, on the same day, debate me on the logical problem of the Trinity.
No,
that's fair. I get one thing that I want, and you get one thing that you want. And we do it on the same day, and it's a formal discussion.
Do you want to debate about the deity of Christ? Do you want to debate about the deity of Christ according to the Bible?
Wait. So you don't want the LPT, you want the deity of Christ?
Because I don't know philosophy. That's not my field.
You don't know philosophy.
That's not my field. Yeah, I don't know.
That's not your field.
What the hell?
It's amazing how all of a sudden in 2020.
Okay, fine.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He challenged me on the LPT. That's not my field. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that's not my field. Please just allow me, my guys. Please.
Yeah,
if you want to debate the LPT, Leafy, there's people that knows philosophy like Nick. You want to debate Nick? I could get him ready.
Yeah, I'll debate Nick too. I'm coming for all of you. Don't worry.
Beautiful.
With you specifically, you said you want the deity of Christ, right?
He ended up running, by the way, but regardless. So before we scheduled this formal debate, he said, look, I'm not going to debate with you if I don't know that you're someone of knowledge who is knowledgeable. How do I know you're not a layman? So I said, no worries. You can speak to me now for a bit and see if I'm a layman or not. And if you want to continue with the formal debate, then that's fine with me. So that's where the conversation starts off. Now, throughout the course of the conversation, this guy made a number of egregious blunders. For example, he said Justin Martyr is not a church father, just a saint, even though everyone considers Justin to be a church father, an anti-Nicene father, along with Irenaeus and Ignatius. But according to this guy, no, Justin Martyr is not a church father, he's just a saint.
Okay, so you don't hold it. So you say Justin Martyr is a saint, but he's not a church father.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Let's see what scholars say on the issue. Is Justin Martyr a church father or merely just a saint? Well, John Henry Newman, who's a doctor of divinity and someone who's venerated in the Catholic Church and celebrated also among Eastern Orthodox circles, he says in his book, An Essay on the Development of Christian Doctrine, he says, quote, if we limit our view of the teachings of the fathers by what they expressly state, then Saint Ignatius may be considered a Patripassian. Saint Justin Arianizes, and Saint Hippolytus is a Tertullian. So he's saying that Saint Justin, Saint Hippolytus, and Saint Ignatius are all what? Anti-Nicene fathers. If that passage wasn't clear enough, then what about this one on page 135, where he says, quote, first then, the language of the anti-Nicene fathers on the subject of our Lord's divinity may be far more easily accommodated to the Arian hypothesis than the language of the post-Nicene is agreed on all hands. What's he saying? He's saying that everyone agrees that the language of Justin Martyr, Irenaeus, Clement of Rome, Hippolytus is far more easily reconciled with the language of the Arians as opposed to the language of the post-Niceans. So what's he saying? In essence, they're all subordinationists to some degree, some more than others, obviously. Then he goes on to say, thus, St. Justin speaks of the Son as subservient to the Father in the creation of the world, as seen by Abraham, as speaking to Moses from the bush, as appearing to Joshua before the fall of Jericho, as minister and angel, and as numerically distinct from the Father. He believes that the Son is numerically distinct from the Father. He's a second, lesser, ontologically inferior God than the Father, who is the most high, creator of all, ineffable, completely transcendental. And what does he say? On top of that, he says he's an anti-Nicene father. He's a father. Now, no, you can throw this scholarship under the bus. That's fine. But I want to know if you Christians agree with your boy Nick here that St. Justin is not a church father. Now, before you start throwing away Catholic scholars under the bus, I want you to know that we have other scholars like Richard Swinburne, John Bear, and Norman Russell, who are all highly respected and esteemed Orthodox theologians who would agree with me that St. Justin is an early church father, not merely a saint. Now, the reason he threw Justin under the bus is because he didn't want to deal with Justin's Platonism, because he doesn't want to deal with the fact that Justin is a pagan who adopts a Neoplatonic framework, and that carries over certain metaphysical baggage onto the Trinity that he doesn't want to accept. For example, a subordination of the Son to the Father, which Justin accepts within his framework, but later Orthodoxy neglects this framework. He doesn't believe in subordinationism between the Father and the Son, only in terms of role, but not in terms of ontology. He also made egregious blunders on the logical problem of the Incarnation. He also failed to understand the concept of reduplicative predication and its limitations. The fact that it's just a linguistic solution, it's not by itself a metaphysical solution. He thought that just by saying that qua the Son's human nature, he is ignorant, but qua the Son's divine nature, he is all-knowing, therefore there is no contradiction. So when I explained to him that, look, this doesn't work because you're predicating those natures to the same subject, so the subject will inherit both of those contradictory predicates. So that still doesn't solve the issue. And I told him, look, you could have a bunch of other natures, you could add 5 more natures, a flying spaghetti monster nature, and that could contradict the human nature. But if it's the same subject, there's contradiction, it's inherited to the subject, and then the subject will be contradictory. But he didn't want to accept that, and he just started spazzing out. So that's the second blunder. The third blunder was on Irenaeus. He seems to believe that Irenaeus is an Orthodox Nicene Trinitarian, which is actually laughable. I brought up a passage where Irenaeus explicitly affirms that the Father has greater knowledge than the Son. And he says, no, this is in respect to the human nature. So I said, okay, show me where it says this with respect to the human nature. He did not show anything. He just said, oh, in another passage, he calls him truly God. Therefore, he must mean that he's co-equal, co-eternal, consubstantial with the Father in the same way that the Niceans believe it, which is just like anachronism and fallacious reasoning. These are just some of the very many blunders that this guy made throughout the course of the conversation, along with his dishonest tactics of just misunderstanding and misrepresenting my position. Throughout the course of the conversation, this guy would deliberately misunderstand and misrepresent my position, and I would constantly have to correct him and clarify like 6-7 times throughout the whole course of the conversation, which is really embarrassing because I expected him to at least be, your name is Fearless Truth, be a bit honest, have some sincerity. But no, this guy's not interested in that. He just wants to post clips. So yeah, I'm going to play the discussion now, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll come back throughout the course of it if there's a place where I feel like I need to clarify.
Nick, Leafy, Nick.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, brother. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm all
Nick,
right, bro.
not gonna lie, you were put up in for the discussion with Leafy, bro. Your brothers in Christ said that you should debate him or have a discussion with him.
Who?
Would you be willing?
Bro, I go live 3 days a week. I'd literally talk with anybody. What?
Alright, let's make it happen, bro. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
I'll be live tomorrow at like 6 Eastern.
Nah, I'm more interested in a formal debate on specific issues. Not a formal discussion.
On what?
On whatever you want, bro. You want to do, is the Bible reliable? You want to do the LPT? You want to do church history? Whatever you want, bro.
I mean, yeah, if you think the Trinity is illogical, we could talk about that. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Wait, you said what was fine?
I said if he thinks the Trinity is illogical.
So you want to do a formal debate upon that?
I mean, I gotta see who he is first, make sure he's good for formal debate. But yeah.
Oh wait, he cool. He's good.
I've never met him before. It's no disrespect. I just never met him before, so.
Okay, fair.
Because I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, you're good,
I'm not
bro.
gonna formal debate a layman, obviously. But not to say he is. I just don't know yet.
You're good, bro.
Anyways, okay. Wait, how are you gonna scout this person?
I don't know who. Do you know the people that said I should debate him? I can just ask them or something.
Whoever was in that live the other day. Were you not there?
What live? Also, I don't think G1's ever shown his face.
No, he's never shown his face in his life.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. He was asking a question the other day.
He asked me a question?
Live. Trent, yes, thank you, Christian Cope, bro.
Oh, Trent. Yeah.
Trent and like whoever he hangs around was telling Leafy that he should discuss with him, or like they were like telling him in the comments and stuff. Debate Nick.
Oh, that's cool. A lot of people try to get people to debate me.
Very common
Okay,
nowadays.
well, they were passing him off to you. Do we accept, or do we have to do you have to do your scouting for a couple weeks?
It's only a
Like
couple
what?
weeks. I just need to literally see who he is.
I mean, if you want, we can talk now for a bit, so you can tell
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
mean,
not a
that's fine.
layman,
Yeah,
if that's all right.
yeah, we can talk now. It's no problem.
Yeah, cool.
Can I put up a background, or do you want me to just keep it like this?
Don't matter to me.
You Orthodox, or
Yeah,
so you hold to monarchical Trinitarianism?
yeah,
So you think the Father is the first principle, and the Son
yeah,
is eternally generated from the Father,
yeah.
and you don't believe in the filioque, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. And all right, sounds good. Sounds good. So, do you believe that it's an essential property of the Father to generate the Son, or is it a hypostatic property?
I think there can be essential hypostatic properties.
Source? Just trust me, bro.
This is like exactly what God logic said, bro. Do you have a reference?
Dang, W logic, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Do I
yeah.
have a reference for what?
Rose been teaching him. Rose been teaching him his
Like, that's a good answer.
That,
What do you mean?
yeah, no. Well, do you have a reference for what an essential hypostatic property is? Because as far as I've read with the you hold to the Cappadocians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, none of them talk about hypostatically essential properties. It's a properties either accidental or necessary.
Wait, so do you think that there's no such thing as essential hypostatic property? Is that what you're posing?
No. So there could be. It just depends what you mean. I'm just saying that you have to be clear about your
Yeah,
semantics.
essential to be necessary for that, to be that thing, to be that person.
No. But when you say hypostatically essential, what does that mean? Are you're just saying necessary, or what does that
Yeah,
mean
it's just going to
exactly?
be essential for the who-ness of the person.
Essential for the who-ness of the person. So
Yeah,
essential to the person, but not essential to the nature.
correct.
Okay. So are you saying it's so? Okay. So then you would say it's hypostatically essential for the Son to be eternally generated from the Father,
Yeah,
and likewise for the Spirit to be eternally generated from the Son,
yeah.
or spirated, whatever you want to say.
Well, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And do you know what the difference is between spiration and generation is?
No, church fathers don't grant what exactly the difference is.
Okay. Yeah, so you just say that there is a difference, but you don't know.
Yeah, that's what the church fathers say.
Okay. Cool. No worries. So wait, do you teach God logic?
I mean, we cool, we friends. I don't know about Like, I help him out with some stuff, I guess, but
Is he also Orthodox or Catholic or?
no, I think he's non-denominational. But you'd have to ask him to make sure.
All right. Yeah. No worries. I was just curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. That's the
Right.
last I heard.
Okay. No worries. So let me understand. So do you think being begotten is greater than begetting?
Greater? Like, in what way? I'm saying, what do you mean by greater? That was the question. That's just begging the question. I'm asking, what do you mean by greater?
What do I mean by greater? Meaning that you have a higher status.
Higher status?
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily. I don't think it's a higher status to be the first principle. It's just going to be a relation.
I disagree. I think being the first principle is a higher status than being the first emanation from the higher principle.
I would just disagree. I don't see
On
what
what basis?
justification is for that.
So are you familiar with Neoplatonism?
Yeah, decently.
Okay, so in Neoplatonic philosophy, is the one greater than the nous?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys are taking from Neoplatonism, then you have to adopt their framework, and their framework is that the first principle is greater than the arc that comes out of the first principle.
Yeah, where would you see any church father agreeing with this in any way?
Yeah. So you can you can just read Justin Martyr. You can even look at the Johannine community, like in the Gospel of John, with their two-stage logos theory.
Justin Martyr isn't going to be. He's just going to be considered a saint, not a church father.
Wrong.
Justin Martyr is a church father.
No, he's just considered a saint.
As far as I know, he's a church father, bro.
No, we'd say the first church father is Irenaeus.
You stupid.
Okay, so you don't hold it. So you say Justin Martyr is a saint, but he's not a church father.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, no worries. I mean, Irenaeus is also a subordinationist. He believes that the Father is the only true God, and he believes that there's
He
ontological
believes the
distinctions
Father's the
between
only
them.
true God?
Yeah, that's what he says in his commentary of John
I can literally show
7:23.
you where he calls Jesus the true God.
You can show me, bro. That's fine. But
Okay.
when he talks about the Father, he explicitly calls him the only true God, and he says that if Jesus was to have taught anything other than that, he would have been teaching blasphemy. And he also agrees that there's ontological distinctions between the Father and the Son, especially in regards to their knowledge. And he talks about this in the passage of the last day, where I think it was book 2, chapter 28. He says that it's very clear that the Son doesn't know the last hour.
Yeah, I can literally show you where he said that Jesus is the true God.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. You can say he's a true God in a sense, but that doesn't mean it's the same sense as the Father. You're just equivocating on God.
Well, you said that he does not believe he's the true God.
No. Okay.
That's
So
literally
when
what you
I said,
said.
well, no, I understand what I said, but you need to understand what Irenaeus is saying. So this is what Christians do. When you'll find like some quote where they call him God, and then you'll be like, oh, this must mean he's God in the
No,
same
they called
sense
him the
as the
true
person before.
God.
Where? Show me.
Okay, it's let me see. Book 3, chapter 19, header of section 1.
So here there's an important clarification that needs to be made. So with the passage he just quoted, which I'm going to put on the screen, the New Advent translation of the passage that he's quoting just says he was very God and very man, meaning the correct translation would have been like something like he's truly divine and truly a man, right? So that's all the passage is saying. He made the claim, remember, that Irenaeus calls Jesus the true God. This passage doesn't say that. It says that he's truly God, meaning he's truly divine. That's the correct translation. And other renderings of the passage will say truly God or very God or like some form of those words. And all of that is fine, but that doesn't in any way imply that he's a Nicene Orthodox Trinitarian that believes the Father is co-equal and co-eternal. So he's not only mistranslating the passage, he's also misrepresenting Irenaeus. That's why later I accuse him of both mistranslating and misrepresenting the passage, because it obviously doesn't support his notion of Irenaeus' theology. That's why you never trust Christians when they give you translations of passages. You always have to go back to the Greek and check it yourself.
Yeah, read
Jesus
it.
Christ was not mere man, begotten from Joseph in the ordinary course of nature, but was true God, begotten of the Father.
Yeah, okay, that's true. So he's saying he's truly divine. That's what he means. It doesn't mean.
But you said he didn't
Yeah,
say he
but
was true God.
no. I'm saying not only does he, I believe he does believe he's divine. That's not the point. I'm
No,
saying
but
that he
you
believes
just
he's
said
divine in a lesser. Nick, you're playing with semantics.
No, you said
I,
Irenaeus, and I quote, you said Irenaeus does not believe Jesus is the true God. That's what you said,
yeah,
end quote.
yeah. What I mean by that is that he didn't believe that he was God in the same sense as the Father. He believed there's an ontological distinction between them. What you're
Oh,
saying doesn't
ontological
contradict that.
distinction. Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah,
show that.
I did. If you listen to what I said, so I believe that Irenaeus believes that the Father is the only true God, and what I mean by that is that he's the source and he's greater in ontology than the Son. Whenever you find any other passage of any of the other church fathers, Ignatius, Irenaeus, Justin Martyr, Hippolytus, whoever you want, calling Jesus God in some sense or divine in some sense, that doesn't mean that they believe he's on the same level as the Father.
All right, can you
That
show
just
me
doesn't
where he
follow.
makes a distinction in ontology? Can you give me that
Yeah,
quote?
yeah, Book 2, chapter 28, section 7.
You said book 2, what?
Chapter 28, section 7, against heresies.
And then what does it say?
Yeah, I'll read it out to you. Um, It says, but beyond reason inflated, you presumptuously maintain that you are acquainted with the unspeakable mysteries of God, while even the Son, the very Son of God, allowed that the Father alone knows the day and the hour, when he plainly declares, and then he reads the verse, but of that day and hour knows no man, nor the angels, nor the Son, but only the Father. He says, if then the Son was not ashamed to reserve to God those greater mysteries which may to occur to us, neither let us be ashamed to declare what is true regarding the matter, because no master is greater, no student is greater than his master.
Yeah, where on earth does that give a distinction in ontology?
Yeah. So he's saying, so I know where you want to go. You want to say that, oh, he's allowing, that means he has the property, but he just doesn't want to show it. You're going to do this perichoresis code. That's not what he's saying. If you actually look at other translations of it, he's not saying that the Son has that property and doesn't like share it. What he's saying is the Son inherently lacks the quality of being omniscient in the same way the Father does.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that it's just going to be within the Son, but then in respect to his human nature.
Yeah. So if you want to cope with the human nature, the whole passage doesn't mention the human nature. It's not talking about the human nature. He says the very Son of God.
We're gonna
He's
know
talking
it's
about
the
him
human
in his
nature. 'Cause
divine
that's what everyone
totality.
says. We're gonna know it's the
No,
human nature because that's what
no.
every other church father agrees
Okay.
with.
If you want to say it's the human nature, you have to show me where in the context he's talking about the human nature. And if you can't show that, then that's just an ad hoc reading.
It's not gonna be ad hoc because we
It
already
is
know
ad
what he
hoc.
believes.
No, you don't. See, that's begging the question. I'm telling you, you don't know what he believes. You're telling me I know what he believes, so it must mean this.
Is it possible to be the true God and not have omni properties?
Yes, it's possible to be divine and not have
Huh?
omni properties.
The true God, specifically, not just divine.
No, you're mistranslating the passage. When he says he's true God, he just means that he's truly divine. He doesn't mean that he's co-equal, co-eternal, consubstantial with the Father.
Where are you getting it from that it's truly divine and not truly God?
Because if you read the rest of the context, he means truly divine. Because, like I said, he makes very clearly the cases that there's distinctions between the Father and the Son, and that the Son lacks qualities that the Father possesses. So they're not the same.
Yeah, they can be not the same, but that's not going to imply ontology.
No, it does imply ontology when one lacks a divine-making property that the other one possesses, namely omniscience.
Yeah, but again, though, when we're talking about this, you're going to have to actually show, though, that when he's talking about this true God, that he's not speaking of the actual essence itself, and he's just speaking of some sort of divine characteristic.
No. So what I want from you, because you're making the claim that this passage is clearly okay. Let me just ask you a simple question. If my reading of this passage in chapter 2, what's called book 28 is correct, then you would agree that he's saying there's ontological distinctions. If my reading is correct, right?
If you're saying that what he's saying is that the Son lacks an omni property, then yeah. I just disagree that he's saying he lacks an omni property.
No worries. I get you disagree. Okay, so you're disagreeing because you're saying this passage is about the human nature, right?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay,
because of the other
so can you show me
fathers.
that, please?
Yeah, I'm saying
can you show
because
me where
of
in that passage
how
he's talking about the human nature?
Yes, because since he already called him the true God, then by definition, he would already believe he has the omni properties. That's the point.
No, bro. No, in that specific passage, where does he say anything about the human nature?
No, if you're reading that passage, you would have already read the passage where he said.
I read the whole passage from beginning to end.
No, if you read that passage, you would have already
nature.
read also where he called him the true God.
No, I already explained it, bro. Okay. So nowhere in there. I'll get to the true God thing. I already explained it, but that's fine. Does anywhere in that passage does he talk about the human nature? Does he make a distinction between the human nature
and the divine nature? Because he already did earlier.
Okay. Wait. So if he doesn't make a distinction between the human nature, that's ad hoc. When you just say, "Oh, he must be talking about the human nature,"
it is ad hoc. And against heresies.
No,
when he mentions he's the true God, is he speaking of nature?
He's talking about him possessing the quality of being divine.
So is he talking about
the rest
nature?
of creation? Yes, he's talking about nature.
Okay, can you call anybody the true God that's not Yahweh in Christianity?
You can say someone's truly divine, which is the correct translation.
Not what I
He's not
asked.
saying true God in the same way.
The true God.
No.
Okay, so you can't call anyone the true God that's not Yahweh, and he calls him the true God.
No, he doesn't call him the true God in the same sense that you're thinking. I deny that premise.
He says true God.
No, it's incorrect translation. Go to the Greek. He's saying he's truly divine.
You can go ahead and show me the Greek. Show me how it's a mistranslation.
Yeah, bro.
Show me the mistranslation.
Yeah, have you read any patristics on this?
I want you to show me the Greek. Show you where it's a mistranslation.
Have you read any patristics?
We're reading a patristic right now. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about scholars of patristics. Have you read any patristics?
That's not the same thing as patristics. Yes, I've read scholars of patristics.
Okay, who have you read that are scholars of patristics?
People like Michael Brown actually does scholarship on Hebrew patristics. I had an interview with him recently. Dr. David Bradshaw as well.
Okay, have you read Dennis Moons?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
So can you show me the Greek?
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
What was passage? Chapter 3, verse... what'd you say?
Chapter 19, header of section 1.
Yeah, cool.
And guys, for everyone who's just getting in here, wondering why we're waiting, I just feel y'all in. Leafy basically said that when Irenaeus calls Jesus the true God, it's a mistranslation, and it's not true God. It's that God should be translated as divine. So that's what we're waiting on. Just so y'all know.
Bro.
We're patient here, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying it's a mistranslation. Like, you can translate it as true God, but I'm saying what he means by that is divine and not subordinationist. I'm saying you're misunderstanding it.
No, you verbatim said mistranslation.
No, bro. You can translate God and divine.
It's a mistranslation.
Okay. Let me ask you, bro. When I say God and divine, those two things are interchangeable. But when you say God, you mean the Most High God.
Did you or did you not say, bro? Did you or did you not say it's a mistranslation?
I mean, you're misunderstanding it.
No. Did you or did you not say it is a mistranslation?
if I said that, then I misspoke. What I meant is it's a
Bruh,
mistranslation.
so now you misspoke, bro. You said it 3 times. Did you find the Greek yet, bro?
Yeah, yeah. Give me a second.
All right, we're waiting.
I'm not on my computer, bro.
All right, we're waiting.
So, book 1, chapter 9, stand 2, right?
No, it's book 3. It's book 3, chapter 19, too.
So here another clarification is needed because again Nick is strawmanning what I'm saying, or he's just deliberately misunderstanding what I'm saying. His initial claim, if you guys remember, was that Irenaeus says in this passage that he is the true God. Jesus is the true God.
Flashback.
I can literally show you where he calls Jesus the true God.
But the passage doesn't say that. At best it says, according to him, that he is truly God, not the true God. There's a difference between them. So I'm saying that rendition that he gave is a mistranslation, and he's misunderstanding what he means by that in the passage. And that a more fair and more accurate translation would be truly divine. But if you translate it as truly God, I don't take issue with that as long as you have the correct understanding. So he, again, misunderstands what I'm saying, and he thinks that I'm making the claim that he doesn't call him truly God at all. Which is obviously not true. I believe he does believe Jesus is God in some sense. The question is, in what sense is he God? And my claim is that he's not saying he's co-equal and co-eternal with the Father, whereas he's saying that he is. When I said he's misunderstanding, that's talking into reference to the original claim, which I don't even think he remembers at this point, to be honest. So he shifts the goalpost back and he changes it from the true God to truly God, which truly God I have no problem granting. And that's why I can see it and I say, oh, look, if I said that, then I misspoke. But what I meant to say is that you're misunderstanding it. But in reality, he did actually mistranslate the passage as well, just looking back at it. So yeah, just wanted to make that clear.
Did you find it yet, Lee?
Yeah. So he does call him true God. He doesn't mean in the same sense as you.
Your whole point was that it's not true God. It's supposed to be translated as truly divine.
Yeah, I still think that's a better
Greek does say
translation.
what I said.
Yeah, it says what you said.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, yeah. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't change the fact that he's a subordinationist.
And so it does say he's a true God, and you said you can only call Yahweh true God. So he's calling him Yahweh. Amen.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be Yahweh, but doesn't mean you're the Most High.
Actually, you agree that according to Irenaeus, Jesus is Yahweh, right?
Yes, I believe he's God. I don't believe he's a Muslim, bro.
No. Yeah. Do you believe, according to Irenaeus, that Irenaeus believes Jesus is Yahweh?
Yeah, in a lesser sense than the Father.
Oh, good God.
And lacking essential
Yahweh.
properties that the Father has.
I didn't know there was.
And being eternally dependent on the Father.
I didn't know there was
Just like J&D. Yeah, there is apparently. To me, it's used as
Yahweh.
well.
That's crazy.
Well, that's why you guys are tritheists, bro. I'm trying to bring you to monotheism.
Nobody believes more than one Yahweh. This is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy.
Wait. Do you believe you believe in one Yahweh or multiple Yahwehs?
Yeah, there's one ontological Yahweh. There's 3 persons that are named Yahweh.
So there's 3 Yahwehs.
No, there's 3 persons that are named Yahweh. There's one ontological Yahweh.
Wait. So how many selves are in the Trinity?
By self, are you just meaning person?
No, by self, I'm referring to someone conscious of their individuations.
Oh, okay. Consciousness meaning mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think there's only one mind in Trinity, so.
Okay, so there's like one hive mind, right?
There's one what?
One consciousness in the Trinity.
The one mind.
So one consciousness.
Oh, we don't use the term consciousness.
Okay, so there's one mind in the Trinity.
Yes.
Okay, so how does the Father and the Son interact if there's one mind?
Yeah, we'd say they interact through perichoresis, through their essence.
Yeah, I know there's a mutual indwelling, but that doesn't answer the question. How do they actually interact?
Yeah, it's through their essence.
Through their essence, what? They only have one mind. Whatever they don't need to interact.
They can we don't think they interact like we need to interact.
No. So in this mutual indwelling, in this perichoresis, right? So what do they talk about exactly?
I don't think they talk about things like we talk about things. What?
Yeah. Okay. So what exactly are they? Because you said they communicate, right? So what do they communicate?
When did I say they communicate?
I asked you, do they communicate? How do they communicate? You said through the nature, so that means they communicate,
through
right?
Through the essence is through.
But that means they communicate, right?
What do you define as communicate? Do you think communicating is like talking?
You answered. No, I'm not saying they have to talk in the same modality that we do. I'm just saying there's a form of communication between the Father and the Son, which you agree to. Now you're backtracking.
It depends what you mean by communication, bro. Do you mean like talking and gaining something they didn't previously
Whatever
have?
you affirmed, whatever you just affirmed. Remember when I asked
do
the Father and the Son communicate? And then you said through the nature. So when you said through the nature, what did you mean by that?
Yeah, through the nature is going to refer to the fact that they just all know all things through the logi.
Okay, so they're not really communicating then.
It depends how you're defining communicate. If you're defining communicate as like talking, Then no, they
No,
don't
I
have to
don't think
talk to
that.
each other like that.
I don't think they're talking the same way me and you were talking. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, do they communicate? And you said yes, they do. So
It
what you meant
depends
by
how you
that is
define
that
communicate.
okay? So all you mean by communication is that they both share in the same nature, so they both know everything. That's what you mean. That's
Yes,
perichoresis.
yes,
That's what
yes,
perichoresis is. It's just them knowing
yes.
everything.
Yeah,
The
it's them, it's
perichoresis
them
is really
indwelling in each other and having the same nature, knowing all things through that.
okay. So perichoresis is just reducible down to them possessing the same properties, essentially.
Possessing the same essence and knowing all things through that, yeah.
Okay, so the mutual indwelling is just the Father, Son, Holy Spirit possessing the exact same properties.
Yeah, possessing the same properties and having the
All
same
right, got
knowledge.
you. All right, cool. Right,
What's the issue
okay.
with that?
So, yeah, I'm not. Did I say there's an issue with that? All I'm saying is when you
In
say
there.
they were,
In there.
yeah, no worries, bro. So when you said that they were communicating, right? Or
Hmm.
as you said it, they know everything that the other person knows. So why is it the case that they need to communicate on Earth?
Who said they need to?
Okay, let me rephrase then. Why is it that they do communicate on Earth?
For the benefit of the people?
For the benefit of the people? It sounds like it's for the benefit of Jesus himself.
No.
Wrong.
So when Jesus is praying to the Father in the Garden of Gethsemane, that's not for his benefit?
That's for the benefit of the people to show how we should pray in times of distress.
But you're telling me the historical Jesus was not asking for any benefit from the Father.
What? Asking for a benefit?
Yeah. So the historical Jesus, when
We
he's
do
praying in
believe
the
he was.
Garden of Gethsemane.
We do believe he was asking for something. But the point of him asking
Okay.
for anything is going
Okay,
to be for the
wait, what?
benefit of the people. Like what?
No, what? You can't have it both ways. If he's asking for something, that means he's deficient in something. That's why he's asking for it.
Yeah, we agree his human nature is deficient.
Okay,
When
cool.
you're
So if
talking
he's
about the
deficient in
person,
something, that's why he's asking.
yeah,
It's not a show for the people. It's not a show for the people.
yeah. So when it depends. When you're talking about the communication, are you talking about the communication between the divine essence itself, or then with the human essence?
Sorry, say that again.
When you talk about communication, you were talking about communication with the divine essence. So now are you speaking
Yeah, we're
about
talking about the
communication
divine
with
essence.
the human essence? Okay, with the
Yeah.
divine essence, then no.
Okay, so what? It's different based
He
on the
wasn't in
divine
need of
essence and the
anything in the
human
garden of
nature?
divine essence. No.
Okay, wait. Jesus is one subject with both divine and human nature.
Yes.
Okay, so that one subject, Jesus, when he's praying to the Father, is he deficient or is he not deficient?
Yeah, he's going to be deficient in his human nature, not deficient in his divine nature.
Okay, and they're both predicated on the same subject, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Jesus qua his divinity and Jesus qua his human nature, he's not deficient based on his divine nature, but he is deficient based on his human nature.
Yep. This is Trinity 101. Yep.
Yeah, cool. So if they're predicated on the same subject, then both those contradictory predicates are assigned to the same subject.
It's not going to be a contradiction. A contradiction is A and not A in the same sense. It's not in the same sense.
It is in the same sense. It's the same
not,
subject.
Wait, two different natures are the same sense?
No, the nature is irrelevant. What matters here is
It's
the
not
subject.
irrelevant because they're properties of the
It
nature.
is. No, it is actually irrelevant because it's the same subject.
So it's
It doesn't matter
irrelevant
how,
even
you
though
can
we're
add,
talking.
you can add three natures. It doesn't make a difference.
Wait,
If you say,
so the natures are irrelevant when we're talking about properties of the nature?
no, I didn't say the natures are irrelevant. I'm saying in this
just said
particular
that.
case, it doesn't solve the
You just said that.
Nick,
You
you're
just said the
strawmanning
natures
me.
are irrelevant.
Nick, no. I said they're
Did you
irrelevant
not
to
just say
solving
the
the
natures are irrelevant?
Yeah, do you want me to clarify or do you want to just
Did you or did you
pull
not
out
just
your
say the
chest?
natures are
Wait,
irrelevant?
hold on, you two. Let him clarify, and then you can go on from there.
I just want to ask if that's what he actually said.
Yeah. So I said it's irrelevant in the sense that it doesn't solve the contradiction. It doesn't mean it's irrelevant at all. Point blank. Period.
Wait,
Which is what you're
okay,
saying.
Nick,
You're
is
just
it an
wrong.
natures are irrelevant.
Nick, is it an issue to say that it's irrelevant in the what did you say, to solve the contradiction? Correct? Sorry.
Yeah, like it doesn't help solving the contradiction because
Yeah,
you're
it's
predicating
not
on the same
irrelevant though, because
subject.
they're properties
Okay.
of the
It is
nature.
irrelevant. It is
It's not because they're
irrelevant.
properties of the nature.
Okay, so what's a contradiction?
The contradiction is A and not A in the same sense.
Okay, in the same sense, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I say Nick is going, Nick's face is blue, and then in the same sense I say Nick's face is red, that's a contradiction, right?
Yeah, because I only have one property of face.
Okay, so there's only one subject Nick with one face.
Yes, because I have one nature, one property of face.
Okay, cool. So now when we say the one person of Christ was both deficient and not deficient,
Yes, that's going to be in two different natures. That's the difference. The
it
face
doesn't
is
matter
in
if
one
it's
nature.
two different natures. What? It doesn't make a difference.
It does because they're properties of nature, so they're in two different senses.
No, bro, reduplative predication doesn't matter because you're predicating things on the same subject. It doesn't matter if you say it's two. You could add five natures. It wouldn't make a difference. If I add another like three natures to Christ and I say you have a human nature, a divine nature, a flying spaghetti monster nature, and I add on a bunch of nonsense natures, and I say, oh, qua this nature is this, qua his nature is that, and then you come and tell me, hey, hold on, that looks contradictory. I'll say, no, 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 you don't understand. With respect to his flying spaghetti nature, he flies up in Venus. With respect to his human nature, he's down on Earth taking a shit.
Yeah, so if you
It's a
have
contradiction.
if you have
Language,
properties
bro.
that so if you have properties that go into two different natures, is that going to regard two different respects?
Yeah, two different respects. If you predicate them on the same subject, now it doesn't matter that there's two different natures because they
But you
have to
agree there's
break down into the same
even with one
subject.
subject, you agree there's two different respects, right?
Yeah, of course, I agree that you believe in a human nature and a divine nature. What I'm saying is, you saying that there's two different natures doesn't solve the contradiction. You doing the qua move, ridiculous predication, doesn't solve the issue.
Yeah, but if you believe, right, that these individuals or this person is going to have two different respects, and by definition, law of non-contradiction is A and not A in the same sense or respect,
Yeah,
then it
I
wouldn't be a
agree with
contradiction.
you. You're not listening to me. It's okay. So look, you have two natures, right? And you're saying it's in two different respects, so it's not a contradiction. Cool. At that
Yes.
point, it's not a contradiction because those two natures are not in the same person, they're not in the same subject. Once you say that, well, one person possesses both contradictory natures and he's walking around being both ignorant and all-knowing at the same time, then that becomes an issue because now it's one subject. So now you can't do the qua move anymore. It doesn't work now. You can't cope by saying, oh, qua this, qua that, because it's the same subject. It's the same person. There's only one person. Either once you come down to it, you have to choose. It's like 0 or 1. Either the code becomes 0 or 1. It has to break down to one of them. You can't have 0 and 1 at the same
Yeah,
time.
because it's going to be in one sense, not in two different senses. Like
You're not
what?
tracking. Can you repeat what I
Bro,
said?
just because you're
Can you
in
still man my
one, just
position?
because you're, yes,
Can you
because
still
you
man my
said,
position?
yes, the
There you go.
steel, oh my gosh, yes, the steel man is that because it is, once it becomes in one person, that means now it does not matter how many natures there are.
One
But
subject.
because of that, yes, one person, one subject is going to be the same thing. Now it does not matter how many natures are. I disagree because it's not a property of person. So it doesn't matter how many persons there are. It matters how many natures there are because it's a property of nature, not person.
No, I disagree. It's a property of the person. So
What's the
does the
property of the
person?
person?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Is it the property of Jesus Christ, the person, right, to be deficient?
It's a property of his human nature, not his
No.
person.
Okay, and the person possesses the human nature, right?
Yes.
So that means the person possesses the property, right?
No, that doesn't make it a property of personhood. What?
Bro, yes, it does. Are
Oh,
you
so
okay?
wait. So this is great. So if a person has an accident, let's make this great. If a person has an accidental property, that automatically makes it a part of their nature.
Yeah. So if me as a human, I possess the human nature, the universality of humanity, right? And that universal nature necessitates that I'm deficient in knowledge or wisdom or whatever. So therefore, I will inherit that characteristic or that predicate from my nature. So
Wait, and
that
nature is
nature
a set
of
of
me
essential.
being,
Wait, this is great. So
yeah,
a nature is a
it's,
set of essential properties that make you what you are, right?
yeah, exactly. So by nature,
Okay,
I'm
great.
deficient in
Wait,
knowledge,
this is
right?
great. This is great. So let's say I have brown hair. That's an accidental property of me. But then now, since I'm a person, it's a property of my nature. So is it a property of human nature that I have brown hair?
No. Accident. No, we're talking about essential properties, not accident.
No,
Why are you
you said
conflating
if
shit?
it's a property. You said if it's a property of
Is it an
you, as
essential? Is it?
if you,
Is
bro.
it?
Oh my
Is it an
gosh.
essential? Is it an essential property of
Oh my
humanity for
gosh.
you to have brown hair?
Bro, no, that's my point.
Is it
You
an
said if
essential
it,
property of?
dude,
No,
that's my
that's not your point.
point. That's
No,
my
that's my point.
point.
That's not your
Dude,
point.
you're not
That's my point.
listening. What
I'm
my
listening to you,
point
bro.
was, is that you said if it is a property of your nature, then it is automatically predicated to you as a person.
No, that's not what I said. You're not even listening. You're not
What?
tracking.
Yes, you
You're not.
did. Okay,
No, bro.
okay, great. So it
If
doesn't
it's an
have
essential
so
property, if it's an essential property, not if it's an accidental property. If you say, oh, the universal has brown hair, like the universal of a human is to have brown hair, then yes, if that's an essential property of humanity, then I would inherit it. But that's not an essential property of humanity to have
okay,
brown hair.
wait. If
Okay,
all
but
wait,
with
wait, this is great.
divinity,
No, this actually is amazing.
let me finish. If I say it's an essential property of divinity to be all-knowing at all times and all places, and then you say, okay, well, this person is divine, that means he must possess that essential property. The predicate is naturally inherited to him. But
Hold on,
you're denying that.
yeah.
You're saying it only stays at the hypostatic level,
Wait,
at
wait,
the
this
property
is great.
of relation.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is
go
great
ahead.
though. So if every essential property of let's say the human nature, for instance, can be predicated upon the person, then what is the difference between the property of personhood and humanity?
Sorry, repeat that again. So if every nature of the property
If every essential
person,
property of humanity can be predicated to the person, what's the difference between person and nature then?
Yeah, the person includes the accidental properties. The nature does not include the accidental properties. It only
Yeah.
includes the essential properties.
Okay, so is my hair color going to be a property of my nature or personhood?
Your personhood, it's an accidental property. It's
So,
not an
so okay, so
essential
your body,
property.
so everything about, so then that'll be in your body in general. Then is going to be a property of your personhood.
Repeat that. I can't
So
really
then,
hear you.
according to you, your body itself would be a property of personhood and not essence.
Yeah, my specific form of my body would be a property of my personhood. But the idea of having a body at all is essential because you
So
can't
you
be a
can't,
human without
so you
having a
can't,
body.
so you can't have.
You
So for
understand the
example,
difference?
okay, yeah. So you need to have, for example, a body in general to be considered a person, right? And to be
Yeah,
considered
just
a
like
human.
just like to be a dog or to possess the essential properties of a dog, you need to have 4 legs and a tail.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
way
So for
those
yeah.
four
So
legs
for
and
so for
tail
example.
look is accidental. Do you understand?
Yeah. So what would you describe definition of person to be then?
Yeah, already an individual aware of its instantiations.
Is that it?
Yeah, an individual aware of its instantiations, a
Can you
self.
be an individual aware of your instantiations without having a body?
Yeah, that's just having a mind.
That's crazy though, because you just said that the body is essential to be a person.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Yeah, so here Nick is also strawmanning what I'm saying. When I said that, I was talking specifically about my body and the human universal. For that, you need to have a body because that's an essential property of being a human. That doesn't mean that every person needs to have a body. This is just a strawman. So again, the number of strawmans and misrepresentations he's done at this point, I don't believe he's being sincere or he's trying to honestly engage with my argument or the substance of what I'm saying. He's literally just trying to find sound bites and make it seem like I'm contradicting myself. But if you listen to the whole thing, it's clear that he's taking what I'm saying out of its original context. Either that or he's genuinely that stupid. It's possible that he's genuinely that stupid.
No, that's to be a human being.
You
To
just
be a
said to be a
person.
person, bro.
Okay,
You just said to be a
bro,
person.
wait,
Bro, how many
wait.
times have you backtracked this live?
No. You keep misunderstanding me. It's not my problem, bro. So when I say an individuation aware of its instantiations, when you say the Father is a person, I'm saying that the Father is a person because he's an individuation aware of his instantiations. That's what it means. The
Yes, but
Father is self-aware.
bro.
When you say, let me finish. I'm going to clarify to you why you're misunderstanding me. When we talk about humanity, the word person, you're equivocating. You mean human person. That's not what I mean. I'm
No.
defining person more generally. To be a person doesn't necessitate having a human body.
Okay, I'll ask you, did you or did you not say, so I can clarify, did you or did you not say that it is necessary for a person to have a body?
No, I'm talking about a human person when I said that. I'm not talking about persons in general. You're misunderstanding again.
I did.
I'm
Did
not
I?
gonna
Did I
lie,
ever? Did I ever?
He did clarify human.
No, he clarified after I asked him about it.
Yeah,
No,
because
he
you
clar-
misunderstood me.
No, he
And
didn't
before the context
clarify
was about
before.
human. You can run it back, bro. The context was
I
about
put
humans. We're
$100
talking about
on
the
you to
human
clarify
nature.
before I asked. Okay, this is great though. So if every essential property of let's say the human nature, for instance, can be predicated upon the person, then what is the difference between the property of personhood and humanity?
Sorry, repeat that again. So if every nature of the property
If every essential
person,
property of humanity can be predicated to the person, what's the difference between person and nature then?
yeah, the person includes the accidental properties. The nature does not include the accidental properties. It only
Yeah.
includes the essential properties.
Okay, so is my hair color going to be a property of my nature or personhood?
Your personhood, it's an accidental property. It's
So,
not an
so okay, so
essential
your body,
property.
so everything about, so then that'll be in your body in general. Then is going to be a property of your personhood. Your body itself would be a property of personhood and not essence.
Yeah, my specific form of my body would be a property of my personhood. But the idea of having a body at all is essential because you can't be a human without having a body. You can run it back, bro. The context is
I
about
put
humans. We're
$100
talking about
on
the
you
human
to clarify
nature.
before I asked. As Christian, we try not to lie, so you know.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Bro, I literally said human beforehand. What are you talking about?
No, you said the human body has to be a person, not to be a human person.
What? No, I didn't. I didn't say the human body has to be a person.
We never mentioned human person until I
he
asked
did not
about
say
it.
human body has to be a person. That was not.
He said you have to have a body to be a person.
You asked.
What?
Are you denying that?
Oh my gosh, you
wait,
two.
Rivas,
Oh my
SJ,
goodness,
SJ.
both of you. Oh my goodness. Okay, you asked him a question, correct? You want to repeat the question that you asked?
Wait, no, what?
You asked him a question about the human body being necessary. Please repeat it.
No, my question was, did you or did you not say that the human body is necessary to be a person?
Yeah, to be a human person, you need to have the property of a body, which is essential to the universality of humanity. But to be a person in general is just to be aware of your individuation. So
The
you can be
first
a
time I
dog.
asked you, did you say
Let me
human person or did
finish.
you say person?
I'm answering your question, bro. You don't want to
Oh
listen to the
god.
answer. Yeah, to be a person in general, a dog can be a person, a giraffe can be a person. That doesn't mean they have to have a human body. That's stupid. I never said that.
You said
Okay?
a giraffe could be
But
a person?
yeah, it has personhood, meaning it's aware of its individuations.
So when there's, for example, like different plants that they say
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some sort of you think there's
No, no,
plants are
no, no,
persons?
no, no. First of all, the consciousness of plants is not the same as the consciousness of mammals. Like, you know what you're talking about. Second of all, what's it called? A giraffe. Like, if I have one giraffe, like let's call her Leslie, and another giraffe, let's call her Tom or whatever. Those two are two different persons. They're two different giraffes. I distinguish them in personhood, but they have the same universality of to be a giraffe. So they have the same common properties essential to being a giraffe: a long neck, four legs, like the spots, whatever. Do you understand?
So you're saying
Those are essential
all
properties.
animals are like dogs are persons.
I'm saying dogs are aware of their individuations.
So are you
You
saying
deny that?
I just want a clarification. It's not are you saying dogs are persons?
They're not human persons. They just
That's not what
possess
I asked. That's not what I
individuation. You're
asked.
misunderstanding.
That's not what
Okay,
I
yeah.
He
asked.
did clarify person.
That's not what I asked him. I didn't say human person. I
Yes,
asked you a
yes,
very
yes.
basic
They're aware
question.
of their individuations.
Are dogs
Yes,
persons? Yes or no?
yes. I just said, yeah, yes. They're aware of their individual human individuations.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Where are you getting this definition of person from?
Bro, Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Like,
Stanford
what's wrong with
Encyclopedia of Philosophy does not use it that way.
you?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Alright, now the reason why I'm making fun of this idiot is because for the next 30 minutes, this guy drags it, trying to pretend like I'm a liar, that the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy doesn't say it. He puts it on screen and he doesn't even know which entry I'm looking at. He doesn't even ask, like, oh, what entry is it in? He doesn't say. He doesn't ask. So when I tell him, oh, what entry are you even looking at? He has no idea. Then I send him the quotes, both of them, with the link. And then he says, I don't know how to access it. And yet he still calls me a liar. Then Anas comes on, Islamic Apex. He comes on and he says, look, the definition doesn't really matter if it's on Stanford or not, even though it is, by the way, but it doesn't matter whether it is or not. Peter Van Enwagen says the same thing. Can we just agree to a definition and move on with the substance? And he does not want to move on. I even ask him, do you accept this definition? Like, is it problematic for you? Like, do you disagree with it? He would not answer. He dodged that like his life depended on it. So he just wants to filibuster and pretend like I'm like giving a false citation. The receipts are all there, bro. You're the one who's filibustering. You're the one who's afraid of talking about substance. So enjoy watching this clown run from the substance for the next like 20 minutes.
Wait, so what's your definition of a person?
Wait, let's go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up Stanford Encyclopedia on the screen. Let's see what it says. And let's see if that's actually what it says, guys.
Ennis, if you would want to come up and give the definition that you have, that's fine. They did this discussion for everybody asking, so it's a 1v1. Nick was offered up by his Christian brethren. No disrespect to you. Wait, Nick, I'll big screen you in a second. Nick was offered up by his Christian brethren to debate Leafy because they did not want to discuss the LPT and what else, Leafy? I forgot.
Yeah, they were just running, bro.
Yeah, they
don't want to discuss any philosophy.
They didn't want to discuss that.
I don't. So can we just
So Nick wanted to know what the what Leafy's, I guess.
All right, here, Leafy. Can you this up here? Can you tell me where at on Stanford Encyclopedia you got this from?
I believe that he's going to grab it, Nick.
I have it on the screen here, so he can just literally show me.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Give me a second.
I have it on the screen. Can you just show me?
He's going to grab it.
All right, so I just realized while editing this part, I actually looked at what he was showing on screen. And the definition that he's putting on screen is literally verbatim, exactly what I said. Verbatim, except on a different entry. Literally exactly the same. So I'll read to you what it says. It says, quote, what is it to be a person as opposed to a non-person? Then it goes on to say, the most common answer is that to be a person is to have certain special mental properties. Locke, for instance, said that a person is a thinking, intelligent being that has reason and reflection and can consider itself as itself the same thinking thing in different times and places, right? So it can consider itself as itself, meaning it's aware of its consciousness. Now, what's the definition that I gave, which you're going to see later, is literally, rather, a self-conscious subject is aware of themselves as themselves. It is manifest to them that they themselves are the object of awareness. It's literally the same, except replace the words itself with themselves. It's just a self that is aware of its individuations, that is aware of its consciousness, that it has lived experiences. That is what a person is, according to the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, in 3 different entries. 3 different entries. They all say the same thing. And he puts it up on the screen, the idiot. I just realized now. He puts it up on the screen and then says, where does it say what you're saying? He literally puts it up on the screen and it says exactly what I say verbatim. And then he's going to huff and puff about it for the next 20 minutes.
You know that, Nick, I feel like you're being a bit disingenuous, bro. Like, if you asked me for something, I wouldn't be like, show me right now. Like,
No, I'm saying I have it on the screen. We can look at it together. Like what? I'm saying it's on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
so
we can scroll through together.
Wait, Nick. You're asking for the definition, correct? Can he not go and grab it? We're not gonna. Obviously, it's literally 3 a.m. for both of us, 2 a.m. for both of us.
Dude, he said it was on the Stanford Encyclopedia.
Wait. He made the claim that he has to bring the definition, correct? So allow him to bring it.
No, he said it's on here. I'm pulling it up on the screen.
Okay, that's fine, Nick. It's okay.
I have the Stanford Encyclopedia.
Oh my goodness! Why are you doing this with me? Why are you getting an attitude with me, bro? Why are you getting an attitude with me? Chill. It's okay.
I'm asking you a question.
It's okay. He's going to grab it, bro.
No, I'm asking you a question. What does he need to get if I have what he needs on the screen?
If he's not going, are we going to read through it? Do you require him to know exactly which paragraph
I'm asking what he needs. I'm asking.
Oh my gosh! There's no way you're actually acting like this right now, bro.
SJ, I got it. Already got.
Does Leafy need your help?
It's not about him needing our help. If somebody, oh my gosh, you're doing too much right now.
This is embarrassing. I love him.
Just let him waffle. I got.
So this is the guy that wanted to form debate me. The guy that needs help.
How does he need help?
I got the definition. So
because he claimed that he had that.
Peter.
Wait, is he not allowed to go and grab it?
Bro, I have it on the screen from what his source.
I have the definition.
Is this from Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy?
Oh my God, it's from Peter Van Inwagen.
He said it was from Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy.
Peter Van Inwagen, look at this guy. Oh my God.
He said it was from Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy.
Nick.
Why are we acting like this?
Nick always argues definitions all the time.
Show me.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna send it to you in DMs.
Yeah, send it to me in DMs because you can't find it. That's embarrassing.
Are you mentally disturbed? Are you be smoking crack? يا كذاب. طيب؟ Are you مجنون? أعوذ بالله من ذلك.
Bro, you can put it up on the screen when I send you in DMs.
You got the big screen, dude?
I don't know, bro, Nick. This doesn't look good for you, bro.
This is bad for you. You backtracked 6 times.
No, I didn't. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You can't understand what I'm saying.
I can't.
It's not my fault. You can't understand what I'm saying.
Bro, this is gonna be funny.
Can you read that?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so it's similar to what Leafy said, right? So Peter Van Inwagen says in his paper on logic and the Trinity, right? He says, I'll accordingly offer a definition of person that does not contain the problematic word rational, but which is nevertheless, in my view, not entirely unrelated to a person as a rational being. And my definition is, a person is a being whose nature allows it to be addressed, okay? So yes, a giraffe, a dog, these things are persons because they can be addressed, right? Like, for example, you can address a dog by telling it to sit down. Okay, so a dog is a person. That's correct. It's not crazy to think.
Okay, great. Now, do we have an answer yet to where it's at on Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy?
Why do you care if it's there or if it's in the garbage?
Because he made the claim. I'd like to see him show his claim.
See, you're not even worthy to debate.
Check DMs, bro.
What do you check DMs? I got it right here on my screen. We just show it for everyone.
What entry are you using? Which entry are you using?
What do you mean, which entry? I'm on the main page.
See, you can't even. Okay, this is the reason why we're not.
I'm on the main page.
Okay, Nick.
This is embarrassing. I'm on the main page.
Oh no, you're retarded. Oh.
Nick, this is exactly why we're not just gonna walk through. He gave it to you. Wait, Leafy, message him one more time so he can click on it, go and grab it, and he can know where he's going, bruh. Oh
I can't go to my DMs when I'm on a live, bro. What?
Yes, you can.
Wait. Let me just be like Nick. Give me one second.
How do I go to my DMs right now when I'm on my live?
Wait. You can go on DMs when you're on a live. Wait, what?
Wait, how? So you're running how? Tell me how.
Bro, what do you mean?
Watch. I'm gonna message you right now because I think.
Okay, just tell me how and I'll do it.
Click on his profile.
Oh, Nick is
Literally
running,
click
bro.
on his
Nick is
profile,
running.
bro.
And then what?
And then click on messages.
Nick, bro, come on. You're accusing me of running, bro. What are
Let's
you
see.
doing?
Flashback.
I'm gonna send it to you in DMs. Calm down.
Yeah, send it to me in DMs because you can't find it. That's embarrassing.
A few moments later.
I can't go to my I can't go to my DMs when
sent
I'm
him.
on a live, bro. What? As Christian, we try not to lie, so you know.
You serious?
Leafy, you're okay with that definition that I just read, right?
Yeah, bro. You
But
can
why the
define
hell is
person
he still
in the
arguing?
same
Why
way.
does it matter if it's in Stanford or if it's in
Of
flipping?
Peter Van Inenwergen or like what different encyclopedia has it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, now
the point
should
is
I,
the definition
wait,
correct?
where should I copy and paste this at?
Control F it.
Me go off the-
Control
you want me-
F it. Control F it.
Control F what? Oh, in here?
The
Oh,
quote that I gave you, bro. This guy's slow.
so Control F it on where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do that on your computer or
Yes,
your
I
phone?
said. Does he want me to Control F it on the main page?
Yeah. Well, if you can
Is it
find
on the main page?
On the
here,
main page. I don't know what page.
The page I showed, bro.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You guys? Nick.
is
Nick. No, stop, bro. Stop. Chill out, please. Actually, I'm being kind, bro. Let him grab it. He already sent it to you, so you can Control F. Leafy, is it?
Is it on the main page that you want me to Control F?
He's gonna, bro. Why are you upset? He's
I'm
gonna
asking
grab
you where
it.
to Control F it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm literally asking you if it's on the main page, if so I can Control F it there. If it's on a different page, I'll go to the different page. So is it on the main page, SJ?
Did I know where it is? I do not. I'm unaware of where
Oh
this
my
is.
goodness.
Hey, SJ, I don't even know why
Leafy,
we're
is it
Oh
on
my
the
god,
main
how
page?
dare SJ not know where
Then
it
why are you
specifically
saying
is?
to Control F
How
if you
dare
don't know where
I?
it's
Yes,
supposed to
Nick,
Control F?
yes, we can all be upset. SJ,
Okay,
wait,
Leafy, is it on the
everybody
main
spam
page?
L. No, Nick, hold on. Everybody spam LSJ because she doesn't know
Bruh,
precisely
oh my
where the
goodness.
definition for personhood
Leafy, is it on
in
the
the
main
Stanford
page?
Encyclopedia that has
Oh
over
my goodness, can I
7
get a word in?
entries
Oh
in
my
it.
goodness.
Yes, how dare I? Everybody spam LSJ.
Okay, can I get a
bro.
word in or
How
no?
Either
dare
you're slow or
I?
you're being obtuse on
This
purpose.
is
Wait,
crazy.
no, LSJ, bro.
This is
How
Why
dare,
does it
bro?
matter where
Everybody,
it's found?
like, literally
The point
hit
is-
me on the hand, bro. I'm so sorry,
Oh
Nick.
my goodness.
Clip
gracious.
this. Clip this.
Is it
clip
on the
this,
main page you would like me to Control F on, Leafy?
Clip this. Clip this.
I gave you, bro. SJ, I sent him the quote and I sent him the link to the quote and he still can't find it. I don't know what more you want me to do, bro.
Okay. Send it to me, please. Send it to me, please. If
Yeah,
this
that's
is
fine.
really
Yeah, you can show it on your screen, and that's fine.
Send it to me, please. This is really this hard. I'm so sorry.
Lord have mercy. Did he send it to
No,
you?
I don't think you were. No, I'm sending it right now, bro. Bro, you have zero patience, Nick. Like, genuinely, you have zero patience.
I literally, all I asked was if you sent it yet. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, literally all you gotta do is copy paste, bro, if it's that easy. Like,
That's all you had to do.
No, bro, I literally said, you want me to Control F it right here? Nobody answered, nobody. Good Lord.
Bro, actually so funny, bro.
Suddenly it takes 10 minutes to copy and paste a link.
Wait, you want to know the crazy part? Is I copied it into it, and guess what the first thing to pop up is?
What's that?
Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy.
So you have the link?
Here we
Wait,
go.
can you like, just put it on the screen now?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Sweet.
Wait. So, Nick, do you hold to the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy? Like, do you consider it a credible source?
I mean, it depends. There's going to be articles on there that are by different people,
Okay.
so it depends.
Okay, so you know in the article about the Trinity where it says that no theologian before Nicaea believed in a Trinity in the same way you believe in now. They all were heretics and subordinationists. Do you accept that as well?
Obviously, I'm going to disagree. What?
Oh, okay. So you can pick and choose from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy when it suits you. When it goes against your
Bro,
doctrine, then you
do
can't.
you
take
not
from it
understand
anymore.
the whole reason of me asking for the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy is because you said that's where you got it from?
Yeah, and that is where I got it from. And it's the correct definition that's relevant in the literature.
Okay, so what does that have to do with whether or not I believe everything in the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy?
No. I'm just asking you, do you accept it as a credible source? You said yes, and then you said it depends who's writing.
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. So do you know who wrote the Stanford Encyclopedia entry on the Trinity?
No.
Okay, so you're rejecting it not because of who wrote it, but just because it disagrees with what you believe.
Because it's wrong, yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine, no worries. So don't tell me that you care about who's writing it. You don't. You just care about whether it's in
We
line with
do
what you
care
believe.
about who's writing it too. What?
No, you
Just
don't.
wait,
Obviously not. It doesn't make a difference to you.
If someone writes down on a Stanford Encyclopedia page, for example, they write down that Muhammad never claimed to be a prophet. Does it matter to you who wrote that, or are you still gonna say, this isn't right?
Yeah, that wouldn't happen, bro. Stanford Encyclopedia ain't that stupid.
Answer the question.
Yeah, I just told you
it's hypothetical.
It's and so you want me to grant a stupid hypothetical?
You can say it's stupid, but it's a hypothetical. Go ahead, just answer it.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. You're right. Yeah.
Okay, great. So it matters
cool.
sometimes who's writing it, but there's some claims it doesn't matter who's writing it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't reject something out of hand because it goes against my beliefs. I would reject it.
You literally just said you would if it says Muhammad never claimed to be a prophet.
No. That's going against the evidence.
It's also going. Okay, and I'm going to say it's going against the evidence to say no pre-Nicene fathers of Trinitarians. What?
No, it's not. But that's where you're wrong.
No, it's not. That Muhammad didn't claim to be a prophet. Like what? We can play the no, it's not game all you want.
No. So every scholar, Martin Van Putten, Montgomery Watt, Nicholas Sinai, Angelica Newworth,
Wait, hold on. What are we waiting on?
agree.
Why don't we have it on the screen yet?
I don't know. SJ's getting it up. I don't know.
She said she already had it.
I sent it to her. I don't know.
SJ, can we put it on the screen?
Why are we still talking about this definition? I thought we already got it.
I don't know, bro.
It's never substance with Nick. It's always definitions for hours. Can we get to the substance? Can we just get the definition?
Wait, Nick, do you even hold up. Nick, do you even disagree with my definition?
Oh my bro, I just want to see this, dude.
He doesn't. He just wants to
listen. It's like literally crazy.
Nick, do you even disagree with my definition?
This is crazy going back, trying not to go with this.
Nick.
This is insane shifting the goalposts.
Nick, calm down, bro. Calm down.
I just want to see it, bro. This is crazy. We've been waiting to see this for 25 minutes now.
Bro, I sent it to you already. If you opened it and you scrolled through it and you looked at the first paragraph, you would see it, bro.
First of all, I don't copy links people send me and paste them. That's just like technology 101.
So again, I just want to clarify. This guy doesn't know which entry I'm using. This guy doesn't know how to access his DMs on TikTok while being on a TikTok live. He's such a boomer, he doesn't know how to open DMs on TikTok. Even if I sent him the link and he left it on scene at this point, keep in mind, he still wouldn't open it because apparently technology 101 is to not actually open up the sources that your opponent gives you or your interlocutor gives you when you're questioning him. The whole time he's puffing his chest, pretending like I don't have the source, like I don't know what I'm talking about, like I pulled it out of my ass. But in reality, he just doesn't want to put it on the screen. He doesn't want to see it. He's literally saying, show me the sun, and his eyes are closed. Bro, genuinely, you cannot make up this level of stupidity or dishonesty.
Okay, then whose fault is that then? That's not our fault.
She has it.
I'm just you don't want to open it.
You said she has it.
Bro, this is you right now. You're literally like, I want to see the sun. I want to see the...
Wait. Why don't you just show it on the screen?
Yeah, because I'm on my phone, bro. I can't show you the screenshot on my phone.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
No, I can't. I can turn on my camera and show you my computer, but I don't have my computer on me right now.
Wait. You don't have privilege on your account to have screenshots? I'm pretty sure everyone does.
I don't know. I'm new to TikTok.
Oh, bro, new to TikTok. Okay, Ashley, would you have it? Because like you literally said you had it. Like this.
Wait, Nick.
No way. We're still talking about this.
This is insane, bro. I just want to see the justification for the claim, bro. That's all I want to see.
Didn't I give you like a paper that has the same?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with what he said. He said that it was the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy that said it.
So it has to be from Stanford.
I'd like to see the justification for claims.
All right, so Leafy, what matters is that it must be from Stanford. That's what
matters is that he didn't lie about where it came from.
You're such a joke.
Yes. What matters? Yeah, as Christian, we try not to lie. So you know.
Yeah, so when I sent hold up, wait. So I sent you the definition from Stanford Encyclopedia.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, my iPad died. All of you be quiet. I apologize, Nick. I hope you weren't freaking out, brother.
He was
back,
freaking out.
You guys.
He's freaking out, bro.
I'm back. How am I the only one that gets muted?
Nobody be upset.
Crazy. How am I the only one that gets muted?
Hold on.
Lord,
okay, wait. Can you guys see that?
Heck no.
Yeah.
A freaking y'all see it? What? Just zoom in. That's all you gotta do.
But Branson uses the same definition too in his thesis. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like,
hey, it's gotta be from Stanford, bro.
It's gotta be from Stanford, bro.
We don't like liars.
We don't like liars.
It's from Stanford if it's not.
Yeah,
we run away from substance, man.
Can you zoom in?
We run away from substance.
Don't worry. Wait, why is it like that?
I can read that. A self-conscious
I can too. A self-conscious subject is aware of themselves as I don't know what that is actually.
Themselves. That says as
themselves.
Where on earth do you see that this is the definition for person? What?
What is it? Bro, are you okay?
Are you serious?
Oh my god, this guy.
Where does it even mention person at all?
Are you okay? What
You
is the
said that was your
subject?
definition for person.
Bro, are you... Bro,
Ain't
what?
no way, bruh. You said this was the definition for person.
You literally went through the whole entire thing.
This can't be. This cannot be. You said this is the definition for person. Where is person?
Are we actually doing this right now? What's a
Where
person?
is person?
Nick, actually, what's
please clip
actually
this.
what's a person?
Oh, please clip this.
What did you
Please
What did
clip
you
this.
both have an agreed upon definition for person?
You said what?
What was your agreed upon definition for person? You said that you had no issue with his definition.
We didn't agree upon
Yes, well, you said that you had no issue for it, correct? What was it?
No, he literally was going to give the definition of person.
He gave you the definition and you said you had no issue with it. What was it? Do you remember?
Bro, he literally said that he was going to...
Can you repeat it? What was the definition he gave?
He said basically it was going to be some sort of immediate subject that has awareness of its instantiations.
Okay. Oh my god.
So there's no person there. So
Leafy, can we just agree on this definition? Because I want to, the substance
I
to
agree.
start.
I agree on the definition. This guy doesn't want to talk about substance.
So you said that they had the definition of person.
Can you just grant to Leafy so his
This is like the sixth lie this live. This is insane.
Bro, okay, Nick.
It's like the sixth time you got caught lying.
Nick, you're being dishonest, and I'd appreciate.
It was literally right there.
SJ, was that the definition for person?
Yes, that's the definition for
It's
person.
right.
Bro.
Wait,
self-conscious
Nick,
person aware of their individuations.
Where did
That's
they
the
say
definition
person
of a person.
Where did they even mention the word person?
Yeah. You don't need to mention the word person when you're defining the word person, you monkey.
What? So how do you know what it's a definition for if you don't?
Wait, is that not? Wait. To define person.
Oh
wait, Nick. Is that not circular to define person in the definition of person?
Oh my gosh, no! I said if you don't use the word person to say this is the definition of person, how do you know what it's a definition of?
Bro, Nick, you're so slow. Bro, this guy is so slow.
I don't use the word chair in the definition of chair.
No, you say
I no longer know that it's a chair.
Oh my gosh, no!
Actually, Nick, come on.
You would say this is the definition of a chair.
Nick.
Okay, but with the word chair be in the definition.
I didn't say it needed to be.
All right, hold on. Let me.
I'm asking SJ. What I'm asking.
Wait, calm down. Nick,
hold on, SJ. What I'm asking.
Nick, chill.
Hold on, I'm clarifying what I'm asking.
Nick, chill. I know what you're asking.
I'm clarifying what I'm asking here.
Bro, I'm telling you to chill, bro.
I'm clarifying to SJ what I'm asking.
You can clarify after I'm done.
Great, so I'm clarifying. So what I'm clarifying is that where does it say?
Chill.
Bro, I'm trying to.
Bro, you're not gonna over talk
no, come on.
When I tell you chill, be chill.
This is crazy. Just wait. Yeah, that's now you gotta mute me. Yeah, bro, you're embarrassed.
Yeah, because you're over talk.
You got caught lying 6 times, bro. I can't wait.
He didn't lie. Wait. First of all, come on.
Bro.
He laughed.
Bro, no, this is actually funny. Just wait, SJ. So what he wants is for the Stanford Encyclopedia to say, this is the definition of person, and then give 2 dots on top of each other, and then say the thing that I said. That's what he wants. And unless it says that, he won't be satisfied. Like, that's how brain dead this guy is. Nick, you're actually dishonest, and you're slow, and he says I'm lying. Throughout the whole course of the conversation, you're deliberately misunderstanding what I'm saying. And even when I clarify, you still misunderstand what I'm saying. Then you accuse me of lying. So, you're running away from the substance because you know you got nothing. He actually, when I asked him, do you agree with the definition? He didn't answer because he probably does agree with it. No, like I said, he wants it to say, this is the definition of person, and then give the definition. That's what he wants. He wants it to be like a dictionary. Short of that, he's not gonna accept it.
You are out. You are finished. You are done. That's all I have to say about you.
So as you guys have seen, this guy Nick is completely dishonest, disingenuous. He strawmanned me like 7 or 8 times, bro. He completely misunderstood what I was saying and would take things that I say in one context and try and make it seem like I'm contradicting myself. I'd have to clarify constantly. He didn't understand how definitions work, how the Stanford Encyclopedia is written. He thinks it's supposed to be written like a dictionary, and he literally didn't want to look at the source that I sent him. Like, that's how dishonest this guy is. And then he has the goal to call himself Fearless Truth and say Christians try not to lie. It's actually hilarious. He also kept over-talking me, which is extremely disrespectful, especially when I tell you, chill, bro. Like, hey, we're on live. Like, if you talk over me or you want to talk past me, we're not going to get anywhere. And especially when I tell you 2, 3, 4, 5 times, hey, stop talking. Hey, chill. If you're being honest and sincere, you'll just say, yeah, like, let me chill. I can clarify later. You just got to wait for a second. So I say what I have to say, and then you can speak. There's no issue. But this guy has zero respect for the panel, and he thinks he owns everything and can do whatever he wants, which is obviously absurd. So let's summarize the blunders that he made throughout the course of the conversation. Firstly, he thinks Justin Martyr is not a church father, which is hilarious. Second of all, he thinks that Irenaeus is a Nicene Trinitarian, which is anachronistic and fallacious. He also copes on the passage that I gave to him from Book 2, Chapter 28, where Irenaeus literally says that the Father excels with respect to knowledge. So there's an ontological distinction between the Father and the Son. He says this is in regards to the human nature, but he gives no evidence of that outside of appealing to other verses which don't support his case. He also fails to understand that reduplicative predication doesn't actually solve the issue of the logical problem of the incarnation. It's still a contradiction because you're predicating those same properties on the same subject, which is why the subject, Christ, would retain those sets of contradictory properties. He both knows and doesn't know. He is both all-powerful and weak at the same time in the exact same way, which is a contradiction. For some reason, he expects the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy to be a dictionary, which is also hilarious. He also had no response to the fact that the Son is obviously inferior to the Father because he's generated by him. So obviously the one who possesses the property of aseity is greater in status. This is the case in the Neoplatonic philosophies that your fathers endorsed and took from. So you have to take that same metaphysical baggage that you're adopting. But he refuses to accept that because he's disingenuous. But this guy isn't concerned with substance. Instead, what he did is take little clips of the conversation and make it seem like I'm contradicting myself and post a nice little TikTok short. So let's react to that and show how dishonest this guy is.
Muslim TikTok debater Leafy gets exposed for lying.
No, I didn't say the natures are irrelevant. I'm saying in this particular case, it doesn't solve the
You just said that.
No, the nature is irrelevant. What matters here is
Yeah, so I mean, even in the first one, you can tell that I'm clarifying what I'm saying because he's taking it out of context. When I said the nature is irrelevant, I mean to solving the contradiction. And when I said I didn't say that, I'm saying I didn't say what you think I meant. Not I didn't say those words. And later I literally say, yes, I did say it's irrelevant, but what I meant is it doesn't solve the contradiction. And he knows that. But again, this first clip, first lie. Oh, Leafy lying. Like this is, and these brain dead idiots are sitting here eating it up laughing.
Okay.
No. I'm not saying it's a mistranslation. Like you can translate it.
No, you verbatim said mistranslation.
No, bro.
Specifically, not just divine.
No, you're mistranslating the passage. When he says he's true God, he just means that he's truly divine. He doesn't mean that he's deny that premise.
Says true God.
No, it's incorrect translation. Go to the Greek. He's saying he's truly divine.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The comment actually Ahmed, W. Ahmed, he literally said he didn't say the true God because what I'm saying you're mistranslating. Your original claim was he said Irenaeus called Jesus the true God. He didn't call him the true God. You mistranslated it, which is true. And then you misrepresented it because he doesn't mean when he calls him truly God or verily God or very God, he just means that he truly possesses an aspect of divinity. And we have no problem granting this. That doesn't mean he's an Orthodox Nicene Trinitarian. He doesn't believe that Jesus is the Most High God. Very simple. So again, where's the lie? There is no lie.
You said if it is a property of your nature, then it is automatically predicated to you as a person.
No, that's not what I said. You're not even listening. Okay, and the person possesses the human nature, right?
Yes.
So that means the person possesses the property, right?
No, that doesn't make it a property of personhood. What?
Yes, it does.
Oh,
So again, here I'm talking, in the first part, I'm talking about essential properties that are predicated to the nature, which I do agree follow. And then the second part, when I say, no, that's not what I said, I'm talking about accidental properties because that's what he's strawmanning. He's lumping them in together and he's conflating between the two. So the clip's literally he's just taking it out of context. It's hilarious that he has to resort to chopping up the video so badly and taking it out of context and he's still getting baked, bro. He's still getting baked. That's actually hilarious.
That's crazy though, because you just said that the body is essential to be a person.
No, that's to be a human being.
You just said to be a person, bro. You just said to be a person.
Wait.
He said you have to have a body to be a person.
You asked.
Yeah, and by person, I meant human being because that's what we were talking about, the human universal.
What?
Yeah, so you need to have, for example, a body in general to be considered a person, right?
Yes, me specifically, as a human being, I need to have a body to be considered a person. But in general, to be considered a person, you don't need to have a body. You just need to have the essential attributes of whatever universal you're predicating towards the subject. Again, this is just a really bad, straw man.
And to be
just like to be a dog or to possess the essential properties of a dog, you need to have 4 legs and a tail.
I don't know why you're laughing, bro. That's literally true. To be a dog, you need to have the essential properties that that make up dogness, or the sorrel of being a dog. And then you just have these like brain dead pagans in the comments just licking this guy's feet, saying, "Oh my God, you got cooked, you got baked. Oh my God, without lies, Islam dies." Like these like we even have God logic here. Dang, this is insane how they lie and pray you ain't paying attention. Ha 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 ha. It is, that's actually hilarious. It's insane how they lie and pray you aren't paying attention. I want you guys to pay very close attention to what I'm saying and what he's like strawmanning me as saying.
Come on, man. Get the hell out of here with this garbage.
In conclusion, Nick is a dishonest coward who's scared to debate me. On every single issue of substance, he got buried. He had no answers for any of the 5 issues that I brought up. These are just the main ones. He also had other issues where he didn't quote things. Like, for example, when I asked him for a reference for what is hypostatically essential, he didn't give me one. So, Nick, I know you're watching this video, and I know you've seen my stories, and I know you've seen my posts. So I don't know why you're running and hiding, and all of a sudden you don't want to give me the money that you owe me. You said you'd put $100 on it, so I'm expecting you to be a man of your word, because Christians don't lie, right? Christians try and be honest. So what you're going to do is give me the $100 that you owe me. I'm going to use that money to gift people into my server on your behalf using your money, so they can educate themselves and equip themselves with the knowledge to refute your pagan religion. On top of that, despite all the instances of your stupidity and dishonesty, I'm still willing to engage in a formal debate with you on the issue of the logical problem of the Trinity at any time or place. You can send me a message and set it up with me. And if you don't, let everyone know and let everyone bear witness that you're a dishonest coward who's too scared to debate me because you know that you'll get baked. Now, for the rest of you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you found a benefit in it, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to gain access to my server, you can support me via Patreon. It's only $8 a month, and you gain access to all my notes that I use for da'wah, and you get to study with me and ask me questions. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ابتسم واستطال ودور الأمجاد طالما تولى ما توالى باطلا نفس ومالا طار إليك شهابا يلهي بالأرض اشتعالا في غبار الحرب يبدو مثل بدر يتنادى.
Why are you running? Why are you running?